Today na the 4th of April, 2022. The 4th of April, 2018, the people of Sierra Leone begin President Bio a 5 years mandate for make all the promises that will be make to we during campaign, make it come and fulfill them. Beaucoup things be happen then the day. Beaucoup songs then be common then the day. Beaucoup things then been talk then the day during campaign. And the people be hand over the trust, be hand over the mantle to President Bio. Say, Daddy, but do ya? All and say we don't try for make we understand so. Do one for we. Ya the baton. President Bio take over the baton. 2018, 4th of April. Now this in blue. Now net. One part the picture the way they see. Now they tell the president be the sign. We don't take the oath of office. And it. Hand over. Take. 1 year ago. I wanna go expect 1 year. But waiting. This and that. 2 years. Last year. 3 years. The president. He passed down all the media house system. East, West, North, and South. For engage them. For make we understand waiting the 3 years. What he don't do. But the way how things they go right now. Yeah. Definitely the president not going to work away last year. Because any side go. And go to bombard with blackout, with fuel, with hardship in the market, and with the things them way vividly you can see right now. Well, if not based on Corona, we'll go left that one day. Or now Russia and Ukraine, we'll go left that one day. But one thing, what this administration want for make you know say the hardship right now, it's global. Usa you there? Usa me there? Things then don't go up there. Yes? Just like how we be talking on Saturday. But the country is the road there. Then get safety net for people. But this will be loved Mama Salon. Well, we still wait for the day we'll go get then kind of safety net. We if possible not cook safe now, so get to say go. We go take it for A picking them. And you know, say, it then but you know, they yanda. So, yanda, na survival of the fittest. Everybody na salon right now, they in survival mode. Now, I make 419 done boku. People in the scam people in a salon. Because waiting do? You want for make them. You want for put it na table. Plenty people in can say, una wait. How una go just one can say now, he take office now, if for fix things now. What about the one then they will be done day? 11 years. Okay, no, let's just go back. Let's turn ACC. We go way back. What about the one then they? What do you want for say about them? You turn on front, you turn on back. Two party, APC, SLPP. 61 years, na them, they will so 30 days. Na them too. So, any kind of way turn them, even though some people can say, wait, no, APC don't take the pass SLPP. The SLPP go tell you, say, first of all, they are the oldest political party with this alone. And they are the oldest political party. But anyway, we'll save that one day for another day. Because this one, yeah, then get this contractor for this building. Everybody, they grumble, say, you know, they build the house fine. They say the place is crooked. Yanda link, yanda not correct, yanda everybody they talk you on about the contractor. But you get one other contractor, Wuni, inte if they get this work, if he catch this horse, we go surprise, say, the people all self tap inside this house, then go enjoy. You get some other man and they say, hey, una no gi Uni yo, una no gi ya. Uni, you don't say, you know work. Uni say, in ideas they all, now that contractor work, that building way be the watch. Now you want correct. Uni left pass, he left pass. But, Uni, not say you want no. He be getting wife be den yara. In wef den yara. In wef sef de batouan. Il de batouan. And the people then say, but we not get option. We not give Uni, Let give Uni. Let Uni come. Let can correct this house for we. Because, Uni says don't tell we say, the one they did now, they're not correct. So, Uni come, he say this. If they get no more, it go better. Ugam. Anytime when people they want talk now, then say what two now they talk? When not be see the one they will be they make the use, they not make them fine. They not make them fine. Now he make we need a taste so for correct the use. But on the man they say what to? That one will be linked so. He look at the link pass Marco. I mean when he say them straight they can straight. How did see the bend pass side the bend so? Other person say no. You know they see fine. Look up yonder. You know see yonder be bend. Look where it on straight. You get the wall of corruption. You get the wall of education. You get the wall of finance. You get different wall them. Oh, we need a try for straightening so that the host go correct. Only don't take 4 years today. Look at the host bar. How you see? How you see the host? The host correct? The host not correct? But left no. Look up here now. Look at the roof. They don't paint that. Look the ceiling. Oh, let them turn the light on. No, then they work on her. Left the light on. Now blackout. Waiting. Water. They work on them. And they work on them. Now 4 years. No do not yet. We need a try for fix the house. So light and water. If light and water not in our house, so waiting. What you they look for? Now market. Okay. Waiting road. But on a safe. What you now wale uni do now? But you want to remind me say na him be the Allah say in the can fix her. So and you know say na 5 years old. You know say na 5 years. Because we see 4 done. The other one na rondon. Na rondon. In case you don't know. Education. Yes. 22% of the budget they go by education. The host fine. Oda they cook. And say Maggi no di. Okay. All right. Onado yeri bawuni and the host. But you see this host, you get the one that will not tap na the host. The one that will not tap na the host. We unisi na impadide. You get IMF, you get World Bank, you get the one in Dubai. You get different one then. Turkey. You get it all. I impaddy them. Then we even get paddy with EU. But EU be pull one report so Palaver be inside. 4 years in office. What you don't see? We go make yourself glad. And they can play something. This one, not to we them be sent to. You know, not to we them be the talk to safe. But oh yeah. Maybe they talk to people them for can't tell we. Now people the president be they talk to they can't tell we. But we go chuku no stake bakum. We say no. Now who they go listen for whoself. Then they no can't tell we. Who they go listen. So in case you dey wondering how the president don't do. This now just before the 4 years. This happened almost end of last year. Where they talk to the SLPP people them. Now SLPP them be they talk to waiting them for can't tell me and you. The president, they tell the SLPP fumble them, waiting them for can't tell me and you. Okay? So, let we listen. What he tell them? For tell we, and some of we not you want for understand. Waiting them for tell we go make we understand. Now listen to the president, yeah? Okay.
I would just touch on a few national issues. We find for make we know. Everybody they holla, yes, it's true. Hardship day. Who say the hardship come on? Now the whole world today. If you did not Australia, you did not America, you did not, they say they talk them. And they are even worried about more. So not to salon, not to we own economic policies or mismanagement. As a matter of fact, the way we don't handle things then, taking into consideration what we inherit, we have done a great job. I'm not saying, people that they talk, that they do all kinds of things, but I want for make when I get confidence, I be always provide that strong leadership where I've been telling I say, under me own leadership, SLPP no go shame. We don't do several things the way for make it team up any side. You know they cost anybody. You tell and say, me na politics. I want to come talk to you about. Me government, they don't do A, B, C. You go take the pass Z. Because the manifesto will be put out. When are the written document of the things that will be say they do? When I will put out, we don't done that one day. The things that we do, in fact, we don't do more things than the day inside the manifesto. And that, now during COVID, under very difficult circumstances, when the whole world, they experience depression. So I want for make una know, we just need to hold on. It's a global issue, it affects everybody, but things have started to change. Under the same hardship, we take care of 1.5 million Pekin. The all the school fees they pay. When they say free quality, free for the parents, but never free for the government. When I went in at the city then, when I see bosses, this we just introduced the one there. If not to more problems, then we dey buy more buses so the pikin then go able get their own transport at a reduced cost for going to school. Today, you get more gear picking them. We don't go school now than they go school before. Today, now the only country in the world where a girl child where they do sciences from where begin preschool, say it done, you not go pay school fees. If not science they do, say it done college, the government they pay for them. Now the only country in the world. We don't abolish the death penalty. We don't free the journalists them. We don't say women they say for be free. If we fight against rape, now because now in dignified act and we no one made in the aggress we women them, especially the care picking them. The act still they continue. But we get stringent laws then against that. Now we try for bring women at par. It's a gradual process. That make we pass a whole law. We will make women the number will begin increase in governance at all levels. Not only this government get mind for the internet, and these are not easy steps. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to give una spine and give una the things then for they talk about instead of say no, but this now being a SLPP, you know APC, or you know PMDC, and so on and so forth. We are a different government and we don't perform and we do things then. And it has been recognized. Being a SLPP, you know APC, or you know PMDC, and so on and so forth. We are a different government and we don't perform and we do things then. And it has been recognized.
We in a different government, we do things them, and it has been recognized. You know, side the recognition come on? The MCC scorecard, now the president they talk about. The president don't outline to you the things them way he don't do for the 4 years. Now he outline and so. Talk about education. He agree say hardship day. He say, but not to salon no more. He agree for the hardship. But again, he say not to salon no more. He say a global thing. He say in fact, the way he handle the economy. If not to that, if I don't bad off pass through, he talk about the school bus, talk about education, the girl picking them within a science stream, say them done, they no go pay, and the only country in the world where they do them. Yeah, the other thing that we talk about. On the hardship, when a lot of people hold on to right now, the president say na global. He say na global. But on the manifesto, he say A to Z completed. Whatever they see right now, na bonus. A bonus would they enjoy so. Bonya right now no dey salon. But President Bio de give. I go mark it. In fact, I don't dey live. Now this page. I mark it where they ask for Bonya. They no give me. Even off, I ask for Bonya. Bonya no dey. You know they again. But President Bio don't the manifesto. Let they give you Bonya back pan tap. For the hardship, he say na global. For right now in Sierra Leone, as we speak, blackout rampant. Water. Maybe we can see in come. Now water go dey. Eh? Okay, but right now, water. Road. Medical. Let's come to the light. People they say, but when they talk about the light somehow, where they want the way they go and cut cable. That is true. That is true. So we safe, not the help we safe. This not the reason where I can always talk now this platform say, you political party not able to make salon. You president not able to make salon on your own. Unless we all come together and work as a united force, now we go able for make salon. But for things say you able knock your chest, say me, I dey do am. Now yeah, me political party they do am. Who they make ya? No man is an island. No man stands alone. It's not possible. You know why? Because even if you strive so hard for make things come to pass, you go get the people them. We go there for the bring you can on kill. Until Sierra Leoneans work as a united force. Salon no go ever come outside this so they like it today. We people in Trade, what see them be they do? When they see the big one there, then they do the country, all kind thing. What see them be they say? How for do? 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 We young generation now come who say not to how for do. We say with the tower. With the tower. But inside that tower there, and they say, yeah, there we are. Lord, take few of the young ones, they love bring inside politics. So now they make you vuvuzela. Vuvuzela. And they all for dande, and they all for dande. Why should all one and then they all for do? So we still not see one side. You want for destroy, make this thing not go before, so that una go come and think so una go can fix. Even if una come, then one and day will come out, go destroy, think it to say, then self una not for better, because if una better, then no go put the inside. So now we self who they do. Now we self what they do. Instead of make salon for the people, our political party, government right now are the highest employer in the country. So you get for sing the song, you get for dance to the tune, so that you go get a job. And when you get a job, my dear, it's not about delivery. Now about Uraputude. So even though they can't discuss the 4 years in office, there is a lot where year after year, we go come now, we talk the same thing. Because we want to do the same thing, but one different result. Not possible. If parliamentarians them, where they go to parliament, they go for say yes to the political party and not to the people who elect them, what do you think say get for happen? So these are some of the things we make salon. Who say did they like it today? 5 years go come, election go come, na president bio, na other president come. If nothing not change, the system, my dear, na talk no more. Na talk no more. But it is what it is. Yeah? But today, we can open the line just now for make we can discuss President Bill in 4 years in office. President Bill don't take 4 years. A 5 years mandate. So, you get for deliver. And right now, the 1 year we left na campaign. A campaign dandy. But make out who's friend. Make you give a quick one. 4 years in office. How we go rate President Bill? Yes, who's friend, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform. And thanks to all the listeners and viewers. Me take into these 4 years of the government, I believe say they don't get a lot of challenges, and there is a lot who they don't do on areas of policies. But here we try to look at which are then soft policies and hard policies. So we find out say there is an area where a lot of soft policies have been introduced. We try to change ideas them and change some developmental plans. So, but when we look at how we get foreign investors, we get foreign intervention, or in terms of people and they come in for try for boost we up so that we'll get a sustainable development goal, we find out the history and policy, you go question them. Because when you look at the last 2 decades in terms of we on development a country now, we talk say the last 2 decades them now, let's say the past 2 decades, country them most of the time, what they don't experience, they can get great pressure. And that pressure they will then they get from other developing countries, they find out say they can mostly for let them get international institutions them go come for can control other areas them now we on developing country. What I mean by this, during the time where we try to find development, we get the IMF, we get the World Bank, we get the World Trade Organization. Then come for let them go adopt set goals and they give you a good policies them, and especially then they try to say, well, let we get a kind of a free trade. Now we get good institutions and it's all about what we get patent laws. And what are the patent laws they are? And the laws the way they talk about what they protect in terms of intellectual property, or what would they call local content products. So then they give you all the ideas they're asking us, so we get for go. But you find out during this historic period when they give so, but the fact remains say one would they get and they can't tell we policies, what then they bring them, then waiting at the fact behind it. When you come backward, you look, waiting the developed countries and don't do, then not be actually get these policies, then they just come organize this World Bank, International Monetary Fund. So they try to buy from them. But what's in history? If you look at history, clearly what you don't tell me, it's always in developed countries. There are most of them. What in they're able for do, let the institutions they're able for progress, the policies and what they give me, not only then they use so they're able for recommend certain things. And in other words, what they do, they get subvention. They subvent most of the patent laws. They subvent and then give money towards most of the industries. They're able for make them develop so that the tariff now they protect. They protect tariff and other things and modern institutions they are able to depend on, so that development will yield from there. Now, this area where they say like subvention, see like an example towards the present telecom issue. Now we'll look at how then we want to pull them from public to private. And when they pull something from public to private, it gets certain areas the way you get for look at. So now you find out removing from public to private. Now there you see say there was lack of subvention, there was lack of trying to catch up with the competition where you get the big so-called one them where they do the telecom and the big giants, we call them big giants like Lossia Free Cell, we get like Q Cell, we get like Orange. These are the giants and now one are the areas of that telecom. So what do you find out? The we on set at national telecom will be get it from public where he been there in charge of running and privatize them. But during the privatization period now, the subvention they don't give them suspend them. Now what you see? You see say now the money where they don't buy the thing from them, you know they know about them. Then the company when they say that they can't serve a country, you know they know about them. So you find out there is a gap. So what in the other developed countries then do? I know they say about finance. I'm talking about the methodology, the idea, the way they approach them. They're able to put that money, they will see them buy from that thing from to privatization. They use them for fill other policies that will protect that particular institution. They say now they don't sell them, but then go put laws and policies them when a home-based style. What's that this home-based style? You they bring ideas then what you know say now they go fit in your own cultural system, the culture of people that they live on. Then come with them policies, you go say, give me the money, me know me people them, me know the strategies that I want to do. If I want to make road, or if I want to do agriculture, or if I want to do development for light or water, now that method that I get for apply. But when you always see say things them that independent police system when not good day, you know what the police, I not mean the police officers, how would they check for let things and go day? How we were able to know what in them they do they? How we were able to know what in them blank get or what's in them fall so we able to come make them catch up with the competition because they lag behind by the competition with these other giant medias. So this is what they try for say. When they see development they come, when they see World Bank they come with them policies, when they see with World Trade Organization they come with them policies, you get for step behind and look what's in at the ground. Now you want to do industrial development. You go look, see now I get me country, I go look if I want to do agriculture, whose side this they grow fine, whose side this they grow fine, whose side this particular thing they grow fine because the land tenure system is there back. Then the land inequality back is there. So all them things I get for do that, put them together. I don't go just go plant corn, whose side corn no go grow. They say I don't do development. So you get for look at the strategy where you apply to what your home base things them. So you get for distract yourself from some of the policies then you go come with soft policies for say I they put this law say well nobody no they get for kill again now we remove them as a libel law or the death penalty or this one that you start up with the soft policies just like you get soft skills and you get hard skills. So you want to match between the hard and the soft, and when you match between the hard and the soft in terms of development now you find out say if you not put the right things and what they between those two gaps, you find out say the soft policy where Johnson can put in paper, you know go replicate for change to a hard policy where they go see people then get for reap what then they get. So you begin to look at now the human development index. Because when you look at the Human Development Index, now that one day you they use for most of those kind of things. Now they get for say employment day or employment no day or poverty day or poverty no day. When you look at we on Human Development Index, we did quite down below. If now we almost did fourth from the back when now the last part, and you talk of hundreds. Not to 10, 15 countries. So you find out, say, what in World Bank don't do recently, they say, well, let them pay some guide and let them go do Human Development Index survey. But I don't know how far that one they get for beginning and when you know will begin. But all these strategies, what then they bring, policies and then they bring them, then they work. So you get for look now say, even they not tell me now, no, because I me live here and I me live in another village. The minister they go so the paramount chiefs and the parliament. You get other you get the one they own at the community areas and what they call so-called community leaders. You get different people and within different sectors in levels coming down from the hierarchy to down. So you get for involve them for letting go able for no. But when the skills they not get them, what then go able for use, so then go able for transmit that policy, that go for let go become a hard policy, like this the cap go candy. And then you look at the economy now, we go use as a tool for let either go procure something or for let you go buy something. You see, say developmental fund, then they divert them. And when you start to divert developmental funds, or you get underperformed institutions, then underperformed institutions, how you go look what in and make them not underperform. You downstairs when they say you don't look too much into them. Because if you been look well into those undeveloped or underdeveloped institutions, then what you go see, like I go able for top up the brilliance, make I go top up the energy or the sense what they get. You begin to lack. You begin to say, oh, the funds the way I redirect into this area, they not work. So by the time now you say again, like get these funds, they are already gone. So you still the policy it looks soft. You they try for bring a hard policy, say this now waiting are they try for bring that look una go do this. But sometimes again, you get people that worry at different institutions where they are not ready. Because what did I mean they're not ready? Because they not get that hard skill, knowledge where they go able for pass on. So you they get again the problem of those you put in the institution, they don't perform well. So during the course of all your tenure, because when you come as a leader, you always they give a speech where you know say now like people are thirsty based on their needs. So now so you go give them the message. But when the message you give them is always questionable because the people that you know already what they want. So because of that, they can't play around the message where they say now a manifesto or they give this type of speech where say I go do this. Now waiting if you believe say then go able for listen. You know what their needs now they try for say I go do. You become a bit like a tricky thing. So in an area where in most of the time you get political speech where they get a lot of things we entail, but because of the test and the waiting the people they actually need, what you know say they need, now you they go try for address by just saying it. Now the thing that you they say now policies the normal they make when a soft policy. That I want they try for explain more and more. So you know they actually look at it from a reality from say I go can't do them because I know what in this cost, I know how I go manage this. So it bring we now to the idea of the economic way where you go balance the country in budget. Because when you diverse the budget in a way wherein are they diverse and for go do this, are they diverse and for education, but when you spread them out in all these areas, they are all different. Agriculture is different if you want to give money there. Hospital where they give money is quite different because an ongoing process. Agriculture, nothing when annual, you can get things when are seasonal, you can get things when are long lasting. So when are the budgets they I for know how are the budget. When are the budget for education, I they know how are the budget because until they go holiday, so until they go open, and then I go know the needs. Just like waiting Mwalimu Julius and Nerere, we even do, we even say education for self-reliance. He gets the idea because he was one of the post-colonial thinkers of Africa. You know, the earliest one, the idea was for change Tanzania in a way where the education it will be for self-reliance, but he not just go say he go capture them from all abroad. He introduce her in a local way wherein people they understand what in education they for, and then put in that one okay, so, oh, civic education all day, or people are not understand this, then tradition not forget. So he incorporates them from the word go. So you find now, say those areas, Tanzania now, you get Kenya, we get forget the idea from them. Development in terms of that area, they are not the talk of the present now, but those were the ideas when people and they be done day. So you see how they transform. You know, we just go say, oh well, I go just first for all playground. We will be see how that playground would have been go do marketing, not be work well. But the ideas and the policies are very good when they don't bring come, like when I say where they continue from, say, no, get a single area where the money go day, go all man go just go put the money, and not go just say, and that was a single budget. When one way then they put them towards every money where they collect or a revenue for the country, it go. That's not very good policy. The policy it work, it begin to become a hard policy. So, but we not know how that money they be transformed towards waiting the aim for do am with. Instead, we they find out say the risk where they lead with to a risk of debt, where they talk in the form of a grant. And when people and when they talk economics and they talk, because we see today, like even this morning, then are AYV. The man they tell them say na debt to not get to, because the criteria where they behind soft loan and hard loans and long-term loan and loans that one they go get between for the public, they find out that they can give on different conditions, but then they call them a grant in some way. But instead of grant, they get something where then they put cap on them. Now they become debt. So the man will tell you, oh, I don't get big debt too. He use good words like a gentleman for say, una get for decide now. So this is the state what we don't reach now, wherein would they get more of expenditure in terms of debt, don't they? And then the gross domestic product, they're not a match with gross domestic income. And then the income now when they collect through taxation, you find out say it not a meet up back for waiting it reach for like it go equate the value of the dollar, the dollar. I mean, we own currency for like we get forex on a foreign exchange. You see, the bank where it be a government for don't they give subvention, because the government supposed for they give subvention to the central bank, and now one then they replicate. And when the government they give subvention to the central bank, it will replicate in a way wherein you see say then they secure then you form where the government and the bank, now the other bank then use them for area for go get money for themselves where they need them. In other words, now lender of last resort where government don't tell now, that's then they come there. But when the government they use them as the first source of for get money, we're not to the last resort that they experience where people in the pronounce say then they get physical indiscipline. The central bank should be the last lender of last resort. If we don't get resort, yeah, so that's not the thing no more. So that we go able to get a direction, we go able to get, not go say downplay. Instead, we try for top up with brilliance, so that we go avoid all the other areas. Then we'll get radical rethinking, and for level development go able to go before. Thank you very much. Let God make we leaders and able for listen and understand what thing we need forget. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank
God
you
bless.
very much, us friend.
You're welcome, yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
That's now us friend in your submission for today. I see people in the comment section. When we open the phone line for calls, you will get the opportunity for make yourself call and contribute. For right now we panelists and they come on board and give their own contribution for today. Now we get to Tony Toure Jones. Yes, Tony, 4 years in office. What's your take, sir?
Yeah, I think it's still work in progress. Even just like I mentioned earlier, I say when I text, I tell you say we still they suffer with the same problems same way the predecessor they're not able to resolve, which is one with a power where everybody cry about. Where power is very key. You understand? And if you say this government, we know will cry them down 100%, like say nothing already happened. There's a whole lot of things that is happening now. It's a whole work in progress. Mind the people then get for members say, even with the days of APC, everything was not rosy. And that was the reason why they voted the APC out. You understand? There was still challenges. People them still they go to bed hungry. The same problem where they compounded so every day, the same problem with the be. And if they do well, they not go put them out. The only thing I feel say there was a lot of expectations on this government, and the expectation was, feel say they have been on the fence and they've seen some of the challenges them we may need urgent attention. Like when you talk about power, you talk about good health, you talk about addressing lawlessness, you talk about school education, which is key. We talk about pipe-borne water and all the things. Then those are the basic fundamentals. If you say if they were just like now the mind to then things then they pay more premium, just like how they put 22% on education. If they may do the same thing for power, let's say they increase to 2%, the budget to 20%, and do the same thing to health, do the same thing. Five core things them. You understand? Within the first 2 years, we then just take governance. I feel say by now, the president's not for everyday campaign. A lot of things will have changed. You understand? But the first 1 year they take. We're talking about commission of inquiry, other things. Them it was like they were just running around doing other things. Them, and by the time when they catch up, time don't go. Today we talk about 4 years already in power. You understand? But some of the things them just like way Usman and Usman told is a way the government, the policies are willing to try to put in place. Some of these things will not just yield a dividend overnight. It takes time. Mind you, just like building a structure, you get to put a foundation. You get just put for a dig, you put foundation, you get to get time for make the concrete dry, you get to get time for begin put the block them, you get to get time. So it has to be all hands on deck, just the way you say Abraham. Not for one political party get for make salute. It's everybody. It encompass every citizen, everybody wherever you live in a salute. You get people that will get opportunity for help, for even for do certain things. Just because the political party is not in power, then say and say, oh no, because if we do this now, this it's everybody's choice. You understand? So like in 4 years in power, Mr. President, for me, they expect much than they see now. You understand? Even though they are still work in progress, for me, I would say it's slow we go achieve them. But remember, I said 5 years. You have to look at the mandates that you have. You're running within that time. So within that time, you go for make sure say within they assume say I go for the 10 years. You they assume say it's 5 years where I get. So what can I change within these 5 years where go left as a legacy? You understand? If you say if you take them four things, then they power. You take health. You take just the way you do very well in education. You take other thing them try for build institutions them because most of the institutions where we see where should have been opportunity for raise revenue for government these are the institutions we are talking about privatizing just like where I think Usman already mentioned about Sierra. We all know the key importance how people they use data every day, how people they communicate every day. There is a huge revenue in terms of telecom when you talk. Look how what we sell they do every day. But that was a missed opportunity. Government should have aligned themselves. Most of those public institutions were owned by government. Make sure they run like private institutions. In terms of what I mean, run like private, they're running them under government, but they should be running like they're competing like private institutions. Other countries, then they look like we know they compare other places. Then you understand when Airtel and Tigo merged in Ghana when they go into liquidation, when they go into competition so keen again, the government of Ghana bought them over. You understand? We want to see that kind of government where they build institutions for generating revenue. We not get for the run, expect the president, they run everywhere. They go here, they go Vietnam, they go China, they go here, they go. We have the opportunities, we have the resources, we have what we can take for make we develop salon. With the little what we get in a salon, we just need for spend prudently. What will they generate able for use them? That we they go and big. Some of them money then they will come in. Yes, we can divert them into other things. Them, but when you look at the whole nutshell, people need they expect more because they take and say one is he has a military background, two that lawlessness will have been thing, but good things the way they happen because still corruption. We want to see that kind of iron hand president because Salomon not supposed to need soft hand. You understand? People go ride on you flexibility. Salomon's want to see a president where he wake in the morning, instead of a day at airport they travel, want to see how they visit ministries then and see how the outputs Check them. Mind the president, if you know they sit down, he just tell like Papa where you off, you go sit down and be told they go crow and this. By the time you house, now also you meet your picking and don't sleep. You don't know if they do their assignments, you don't know what's in they go on at the house, you don't know what's in they do. We want to see a president where we working our money no more. We see on spot, they even on informed visits. Now some of them ministers definitely you go see people that they run for go work, productivity go increase, you go see ministers then go they do their work. Because when you just do on announced visitation, don't say you go down Sarate. You see firsthand. I know they say Dr. Senga is a genius, but it's the modern dynamics that the modern trend and you work with emotional intelligence. When you go on ground, you're able to make visibility study. You're able to see things by yourself. You're able to make informed judgments because you don't need to let somebody can't tell you because you don't see them by yourself. You understand? We may expect that kind of president for just grab the money, go see and go transport. See how people then they queue in a line. Make assessment because this is the people's power. Now people then give you power. Now the people you work for. You don't work for a political party again. Once you become the president of Sierra Leone, automatically on that day when they swear you in, you forget something. We see them from Pakaba. We see them. You dey forget about political party. You concentrate now. You try for bill. You try for bill concessions. You try for bill, build bridges, build all events. We started seeing things now. Reach out to KKY. Reach out to John Opunju Benjamin. These are people. These are people who were very instrumental from the first day of the political. See how people then go able for coming, how they for chipping their ideas, give their expertise ideas, give their knowledge, give them this. I mean, go across the aisle. Mind you are the president now. If it's possible, make an announced visit to EBK. Say, I can't fan you. This is not what the time you get for make proud. Say, if the president want me to president, someone can't fan you, go fan. You can forget everybody on board because wait to make not to one person get idea or monopoly for solve saloon problem. Some people then they might be on the high, but they have ideas, they have the contact, they have the whatever. Then when you know reach out, it's just like when you get your problems. You understand? You know what's call. Pray to God. God know where just solve a number. You got for seek first, or you got for knock, or you got for ask, you got for seek, you got ask for ideas. Not so you want political party where you measure. So we want to see a lot more within these 5 years, not to just everything. We're not expecting Sierra Leone to develop overnight. There is no way we can develop overnight. But if you put a strong foundation, mind you, they tell us they go build hospital, money collected from corrupt politicians of APC, then go use the money for build hospital. Where is the hospital? It's 4 years now. That what they will be doing when they just do 1 year in power. We for the see an hospital on institution we are in, don't employ for even the shots of nurses, they get arrangements for other countries like them, Cuba, count doctors then. Or the car we get so many doctors and we just graduates, get teaching doctors, build in those institutions. First time when they see my best and people they come out Guinea, then they come out and they come. People they come out of country, they can't study in a salon. Those are the institutions maybe they feel this government for don't put more emphasis on, put more energy than I don't say agree against in Boku travel. Probably we may yield something or maybe they directly or indirectly, but we may discover one for see a president way. Formidable. A president's way. Bread and butter thing. We don't say you don't go put on everybody in table. We not expect government for put bread and butter on everybody in table. They say you go for train a man for fish, so you go now for fish. So waiting at the way you go to train a man for fish. It's things the way fundamental things them which should have been available. People don't want to do business. How you go do business? Taxes are high. How you go do business? You know able get the connection because everything now is centered around politics. If you're on the other side or you talk for this political party, they say APC. So even when you can't invest, they're not going to give you the attention just because they see you like APC, or they see you like NGC, or they see you like C4C, or they see you like this. We don't forget that kind of thing call. A president don't forget that kind of mindset. A president foresee everybody as one and everybody important for Salon in better one. Just let me take it down the annual show because a lot of people get their own take and they want to share their own ideas. But the expectation was really, really high on them. We don't for they even think about power. We don't for they even remember about ship. That ship for don't go. That ship was short term. It was a quick fix. We don't for don't rely on ship for 4 years. We foresee structures right now within 4 years. We for don't see Don King Tom. We for don't see big machinery. We for don't see so much construction of power. Then the capital then get everything. Not so boy in Kenya. Investors can have Freetown, when they can na salon, na Freetown first. They don't go fly can airport and reach na Freetown that. First impression goes a great way. So now what we know more drive you go now, boy, you go see light. Oh, go Kenya, you go see light. No, demand that first impression we see. That they take for make sound judgments. You understand? So power was very, very, very key within the administration in that this first 5 years. It was very, very key. It was very, very key. No, the ship. Look where the ship they struggle. Because that ship then in for now area with disaster day. Who say they go operate for 2 months, 3 months, you go back. Not to forecast salary 4 years. 4 years we get ship they salary. Who's industrial power where that ship they produce? No. It's only domestic power and that ship they produce. So the whole lot more the government need for really, if they have the opportunity for go again, government, the people then give them the mandate 5 years, they need for look into things that way, are dear needs, pipe water no dey. People that they sick, we not get better medical condition at the country. You go hospital, I mean, not try an error. But who misdiagnosed, waiting a call, the equipment are not there. And also say we not able, we not get the capability for make we get in our country. But we expect say when you talk about corners hospital, when a government owned hospital, it will be equipped. We for the see more of the things than they. You understand? You know, that's not me or take it, bro.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
All right. That's now Tony Torre Jones in your submission for today. Well, you already listen. Now you turn on now. If you think say you get something for add, something for subtract, something for multiply on the things them we don't lay na table. President Bill don't take 4 years na office. Waiting na you take and how you want for rate President Bill. Thanks to us friend and Tony Torre Jones for their submission today. Now na you, I don't open the phone line. If you're watching on Facebook, looking at the screen, you go see na the green section, the numbers then they scroll there. The green section, and the numbers then they scroll so. If not to Facebook you dey watch, you can call on WhatsApp 232-78-990-991. WhatsApp 232-78-990-991. You can call United States direct, not on WhatsApp. They call you the United States line direct, not on WhatsApp. 1-646-610-3107. Or call United Kingdom, not to WhatsApp, direct. Call United Kingdom direct 44-739-803-0402. If you feel say we don't do well, in the next 5 minutes, we close the phone line. We're ready back for Kaya back tomorrow. But for today, the phone line them open now. President Bill don't take 4 years in office. What thing you take? Again, just a reminder. Nobody not get monopoly to ideas or what you think say President Bill don't do. Say na you no more correct. No. Eh? We all get right to voice out our opinion and how we see them. Okay? The phone line open. Facebook looking at the screen, the numbers then they scroll there. If not, we close the line and we're ready back for come tomorrow. Phone line open now. 4 years in office. Regional, tribal, and partisan politics. Now the main reason for we failure. Now so Isaac Yerime say. Victoria Kago say the blackout. Tsuboko. I'll see some of the message them. Nah. Facebook. Moka say. What did they kill the goat na saloon, opposition, and political party them? And then the virus. What's wrong for letting provide water and electricity? Alright. Now we can get to calls then. What you call 3 minutes. 3 minutes and the next person self go come in. Yes, call ID live on air. Your name and the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Patrick. The president is 4 years. The expectations we only talk about the same thing. They expect a lot. I mean, those 4 things that were Tony mentioned about, those are the basic things where that country they need so bad. That water, that especially the light. And I rather them may focus myself for the last 4 years. Least we not say yes, we not say everybody not say lights they bring economy, they bring development in any angle. Because if light they that common man we not say yes, you go buy in second one deep freezer or you go to tie in Kool-Aid or in ginger beer. But at least that go to bring income for her every day or water or something. You see, but when not they, when that thing not they make people they're not able to do nothing. You could see people that they able or then a street owner they not say where they want cool water or but the light very important. If I rather them to work on or if I don't better, but not say they don't do one or two things there. We will give them the credit where for the education side. Because although the free education there, but the quality part, I get question mark on that side. But the free education, me not say a day. We thank God for that and we give the credit. But the quality side, I not see I get no reservation on that area. But they need for try, they need the expectation. The main reason where they can't have power they now for what they want the women they before they not do, now make the people they vote for them for let they can't do it. But where they can we see the same thing. So this they still get chance inside this remaining 1 year for let they do something if they really want to stay in power. And thank you.
Thank
Hello?
you very much, Patrick. Thank you very much, Patrick.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and the call from, please.
All right. Mina Dauda Masari at the call from Guinea.
Yes, Dauda, you get 3 minutes. Waiting a your contribution. 4 years in office.
Yeah, my contribution. I want to greet Una and I want to tell Una thank you for the good initiative Una they bring. For Una bring the government closer to we the people then. And for me, government not the way, not the work. And President Bio doing yon, but get some lapses and we need for talk about. First and first, government not one person, now everybody. Now make the form, you get the parliament, then you get you executive power when you ministers and other people then then they work with you. If them misinform you, then you be somebody where they move. I believe say you government go get boku with that because as far like where we deny we get something then we see them don't go rapid in that country there where they area you can't force to fuel because this fueling going up. This is now one of the big challenge to the president because if other neighboring country the way like we in Guinea now, we see fuel in 10,000, don Sierra Leone with they say 15,000. It's sad. But you as president, you and people then been on the way you been want this power. Oh, now all go for the thing, but now one person they get. I believe say from that day where he come at the power, you and them people then they because I believe say everybody gets your own initiative plan for build up Sierra Leone. You get for join with them people then they with all other ideas because some ministers you will depend on them, but some man they look at and say, me self like get me on tomorrow we come pankan, not to me get the bad name, not the president. But if you work with the people then, you get people then we can bring because some man they travel. The common man where you go fishing a common man, but as far as they move from one place to another, you get for listen to the voice of the people so that you will able to learn more. But you will get the initiative as president. But if you people the way they work with, where they're not ready for work well for the country. So all the bad name today, if you everybody they say the president, they've been getting your own plan. Because if you check it's a new direction. Inside the new direction, if you get something there like the education side, we've been talk about. For all that thing, they let them go fine. I believe say now when the ministers then work with them. But the big lapses for President Bio now we you know been they listen incompetent and not be they listen the peoples. So for me, I believe say we no go say we will say you know do nothing because there is no government we go can it gets it get own but it gets some lapses. I believe say lapses and then we get for say although time not there again, but still let it come and sit down at the round table and able do something better because if not they can't we are first Salon been far better than Guinea in terms of all the commodities, some price, and people be there, Guinea be the admirer, you see. But yet today, we they say we money don't fall. That I believe is an economical rating self than they. Now today, if you want send Guinea franc, you want send 1 million, you they get Salon money 1,200,000. So you see, so the Guinea money don't we been there down, they up. We money don't fall. That now one big breakdown. Then you look at the price. Rest where you they feel like the barabara way who they buy and who be they say a cheap na salon. Now people then they say an idea, then they buy 330,000. Where in salon would they see would they reach say 500, 5 something. So with that, all anything then the lapses now the ministers is because president maybe you they go and come, but if the people the way they under you they're not ready for work, this is a big challenge. So for me, now
All
this me
right.
get for say.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very
Hello.
much. Yes, thank you very much, caller. Yeah.
So thank you too.
It look like say the one line now they everybody they call a 3 line them we announce. That's all the calls them. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Good evening. My name is Jonathan. I call from Conakry, Guinea.
You get 3 minutes, sir. 4 years in office.
The first and foremost, when you rate a government, we see and see from Anes by Koroma in time when you can have power, deal with policies. Now in manifesto, you see when I can have power on a given particular time, I the government can deliver this particular thing. The first and foremost now light. And we see and say Eduam, you know, and you see in the road constructions then when it put on you see and say success, you know I make because these policies we are they may don't be there in time of Pakaba in time. Now those continuation, you know, so would I get the glory? Now and it's by Kuruma. You know, but we president cannot yes. We president cannot power, you know, with promises when you know even things say it go fulfill them. You know, now we talk about light system for me kind of power. You know people who come out from different countries they go to Sierra Leone. The first thing they come for light, no light. When one of the main developmental things that I want in the way you know for even joke for as a president, then they go about determine you campaign for another next 4 or 5 years back. You know, staple I call them those I for say we in economy compare the I call them the dollar to Leon presently. Now those it does go down to the drain. You do get me? You dey watch low those compare for those with simple, we neighboring country, we na Guinea na as USA day. We do under a military rule. But that no make say we then can power, they can change things. No. Fuel na 10,000 franc Guinea. When I Guinea franc, 10,000. When then can power self, you do get me? Beaucoup changes day. But you can't, you need even start from the people. They don't want this strike say now for this particular issue. No. Now those continuations. You compare with Leones to franc Guinea. You get 100,000 Leones, take and say the Cana Guinea. Now yeah, then they give you 700,000 franc Guinea. With Leones don't go down to the drain. So we are we there for 4 years in power. What he do? What he achieve? They talk about free education. Free education. I know sometimes with the bleed now we at when people they talk much or bad things about we country. You can go for argue, you for say nothing because that does the thing where they happen. What did they argue for? No. But these people London are power. The last time I listened to radio when the minister made the compare and the fuel price Uganda or Kenya or somewhere else. You compare first with you with West African countries them. Countries the way they where you neighbor with. Now they need first of all be competitive with before you being can we go far away. You don't see people is staying in the country. Lights no day, water no day, fuel loss they go up to 15,000. So they head for. Then they put blame say pan na pa Ukraine. No, you can for always prepare for the unexpected. That money we don't go buy fuel at the particular rating, at the particular price. Though it thinks way come, you get me count on now as a businessman, they can't put on. No, if they run out of losses, they put on. If fuel no day. But these people they don't tell we lie. Every blessed na lie. You tune radio, you go to internet, you get me on television. They need the fear. When these people do not even get fear of God, say me they no say people and they suffer. People the way in the villages where they suffer. No, they only think about their own personal interests. You don't really fear. But 2023, the ballot box then go answer for it by God your own power. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kola. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, don't forget to say 3 minutes, please. The phone line on the busy now. 3 minutes where you call. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who the call from, please.
Okay, I call from Australia and I'm Humphrey.
Yes, Humphrey, you get 3 minutes, sir. 4 years in office.
Yes, 4 years in office. Honestly, I would say these people, this government, they not take critical people serious. Reasons one, I would say so. First of all, for the president, get economy to go bad, and this is one of the press conference with the business people. Saying in no mention of the things that happen. Way now one of the biggest things we care for. So automatically, the government will not care for people, for ordinary people, because the things they go down in the country is for even more serious. That target people are the business people. They're waiting maybe to go. You see that I listen to man in voice for no word. See, no notion of things that happen. That means people that the minister them. And first of all, the fake kind of power, a really police timeline for deliver. It's not government. Excuse me, look at the mission of the on the pipeline. If they are outside there, they know what it for can do. It's say get them, say everything calculated. Come inside and deliver for me. Guy is failing. This is the fail. This 4 years is a fail, honestly, and they don't value the people in the salon. And the instance and back where man they go sit down and talk to our place here. We not get right to talk bad the place, we not get right to talk condemning question. This government, they bokuti the way they need for land, where they for the message, and the people's power, not to them. Now you can't see they can't value people. Let's pretend they wish and they say they can't be close to people. But honestly, they feel woeful in a lot of areas. Education, yes. One of the ministers already do very well. Vibrant, they go around. He's a good guy. And that's not the junior secondary school minister. He's doing well, 10 years. But from that, most of the ministers then are just talking. Trust me, this is a disappointment because you guys have been planned as you said before you come. Even if you have a bread and water issue, they give timeline. They deliver. Because everything in Cameroon, it wasn't. It wasn't. Nothing other than come way light the day. No matter how people get like. But now Salon people don't get like anymore. How can they get them? So how Salon people will get them? They don't care. Now like no one see. You can't you say, oh this is expensive, but you still use the same thing. So this one, the people will say try. No, you not try because you know problem before you price it. If you don't say able, not check the post, not check it, not check the stuff, not check nothing. So don't let the country back the kind of day if you don't say no able. Or you say you're able, then I'm making push you in. Deliver now you can't give it excuse. No, it's not about talk to the business. So you go continue for fly. For 2023, you will continue for fly. We'll see. I will fly. I'm going to take around this.
Thank you very much, caller.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Yes, caller, they live on here. You name and inside the call from, please.
Hello.
Yes, you did live on here. You name and inside the call from.
Okay, this is my Anthony Saise. I call from Hong Kong. Hello. Yes, I actually don't listen to the.
For turn down and small now. Wait till they listen.
Yeah, sure.
For turn and small down.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. This is Anthony. This is Anthony. I call from Hong Kong, and have been following. And first of all, thank you very much for this program because sometimes, we can, even though we know sometimes we can miss some, but we can get some, we can get a lot of fun and listen to what people then to want to say about what they go on our country. So thank you very much for it. And actually, for me, the 4 years with this man around in our power, for me, again, F failure because so many things and ways support for don't do for us, just like way other people have been highlighted and begin them. Like for example, water supply, electricity, even sewage, treatment facilities, all of that. Then they to me upgrade them ahead of even the hospital business and education because case in point, Sierra Leone have been the most advanced education or educate. I mean, they've been getting the best education also. What thing happened? Because even though they produce the people there, the infrastructure not there. So don't educate people there. What they do? And they go find job on the other side. You see, so now the same is like going around the vicious cycle. You see, so education for not for them be in priority. Even though we kids and for them they first, that is for kindergarten. If we don't set down the first, but the rest for just focus on getting electricity, water supply, drainage facilities, and all that thing. Up to now, I'm sure they're able for deal with the drainage system of the Ghana in capital city. You see, so this actually now a serious disgrace and to me now a failure. You see, the other point where the man failed, it bring this I don't call him COI. COI don't come. He spent, I believe, the money. Wait, then really check how much money they spent per COI with like the recovery. I believe say the COI far expensive than what they don't recover so far. Then they again another big failure. You see. Then the other point again, yes, even though to some extent we blame the president and the ministers then, but the other thing again what they fail is that we own the branches of government they know they work. Not they work. They really know they work. Because if you like I say, the president in one get power over everybody. The I don't call them, the parliamentarians, they work. They left their own job. They left. They just to be like I don't call them carpetbaggers to the president. Whatever I say, the left court. You see, we left them. The former president come. They fire in VP. Nobody no talk. No parliamentarian no even try for impose impeachment for impeach the guy. All man look go with her. the judges them back again where they cannot the same thing. So we system is corrupt across the board. To be honest, the system corrupt across the board. When we talk about this, the current system where they go on, the man fail in so many areas. And they go around and chase Chinese, they go around and chase other foreigners. They forget say it gets a lot of human resource system, both na salon and abroad. Why the man of don't tap the human resources there and call people and say, come back. Instead, the one the number way he call are the one the way is abused. Where they all go to the same school with both school, this kind of thing. You see, there are a lot of people who get a lot of things that will go able for help. They don't get the money, but they go able for help. And what we need now ideas. You see, as long as we bring their ideas them and the government able for stand behind their ideas and then so countries advance. Even when people that when US they send people in a space. What do they start with? Now the idea. They not even know how to do it. They start with the idea. Then the government for them behind the idea then the next thing is history. You see, but we now we just feel say the money now for chase first. No. You see, and we try for the yeah, so really, my brother, look at the other thing in the bridge. Nobody know the idea about the longest bridge again. You see, so this man to me is a complete failure.
All right.
So thank you very much, my brother, for this program.
Okay,
Very,
thank
very
you very
interesting.
much, caller.
Very
Yeah,
good.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Let's call it live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
Hello?
Yes, you're live on here, sir. Your name and where you call from.
This is Mr. Silla come from Maryland. First of all,
yes, sir.
yes, I want to tell you thank you for bringing up back with your favorite program. You know, we don't lose a little bit, and thank God you don't come back online. Me, the question what I get is the manifesto will be presidency, you don't accomplish, you don't do now a bonus on the 4 years time. It's does the hospital been covered inside the light been covered inside the let me cover inside the manifesto, correct? Okay. So if the manifesto complete, how comes with people there they not get lights in the country? Secondly, look we hospital there, the main hospital in town. How comes they not even renovate there? They not even put bed in there or try for change the place? How comes now so we did the last time cottage water not been there? I think we now now we donate to and go get some things and go now hospital now cottage. How comes the man say the manifesto don't complete? Or is it the manifesto now for upline no more? Because me no see anything now for free tongue. Do we don't check now upline law station 10? Everything we say cover the manifesto now, everything you go do on upline? Wait, this go ahead. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because if you say they can work for the country, you know, you bring a manifesto for cover the country, then there is nothing going on in Freetown. But yet you say the manifesto is complete. Look, let's say the provinces there. Maybe they're glad, maybe that they go work because we don't see anything in Freetown. And Freetown, not to Sierra Leone. The province, not to Sierra Leone. We combine the all two, then a Sierra Leone. You know, just like you get your wife now also, you get your picking or you get your girlfriend, you promise your girlfriend, you understand? You promise her 1 year. Girlfriend no see nothing, what you promise her. 2 years, you don't see nothing. Then by the end of 4 years, you talk say, darling boy, you promise if I don't complete all the promises I've been give you. This is what's going on. How long will go day party like this? Then you didn't say you don't complete your manifesto. Everything what you do na bunya. Why are we suffering? Why? You don't complete manifesto. This para let it put all APC and business one side. Let it work for the country because it looks like even compare in 5 years' time, say now this you don't complete to 10 years. Maybe that's what they think. Maybe you think say in they go for 10 years. So in go do small. Maybe in the next 5 years, in go try for do everything. But how long you will do so? We don't do, you understand? Look when they compare fair prices there. Okay, let's say the World Bank they say they don't give money because of when old debt day. So you know we will subsidize for let fuel go down. But at least can't talk to the people but what they go on. Kind of the media, letting people understand what's going on. But you can't say anything. You don't do anything. But now watch them. Watch them this last 1 year. Watch what they're going to do. Watch them waiting again for Apple inside this 1 year. Yeah. Now I don't want me get triple. Thank you very much for where you bring with favorite program, and I hope say they will continue to give you light so we will get news from Freetown. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Silla.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah. I see Dowd Mans with the accent. Say Triple another YouTube again. Well, the game began Agba, so will be pull out. We don't come back strong. So that make you not be the Yegi on YouTube, but we're back there anyway. We never left. We just make a tactical withdrawal. Eh? A tactical withdrawal now we do. Like how the last caller. Yes, caller, you did live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Hello?
Yes, you did live on here. Your name and who the call from.
I name by Camara, de Libya.
Yes, by Camara. 4 years in office, 3 minutes. What you take?
Yeah. What's not the problem, brother? No mean say the government of Sierra Leone and they try for Puelwe. You understand? The people of Sierra Leone and then they try for Puel the government of Republic of Sierra Leone. You understand? Because we are talking about the manufacture. The manufacture, what people them come into one, they try for push the government to then they able for you book out better thing in the country. But the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, and then they try for do a better things. Likewise, they try for oppose or the first them they try for well for say because they support APC, SLPP. That's one not good. As on the time when they say this is your leader, you have to put your heart down and try to make the government of Republic of Sierra Leone lawmaker as one. Salone is a one country. It belongs to Sierra Leoneans. Likewise, the Libya will be this too. Although Libya people, they're always proud of their country. When they say this person is the leader, this person is the government. You understand? When they say this person is the leader, this person is the government. So they make sure they come into one, they push the government. But what if they try for disturb Salone? Well, because now APC may they support SLPP, and they try for oppose. And oppose, good to we safe. Now we come to one and try to make my Salone. Because me they support APC. That one they support SLPP. So what APC then on power, and they oppose SLPP because of I want to try for tarnish the country. That one no good. So all man don't turn politician as Salone. What are they try for beg me people in our country? Let the come into one, forget about party. Anybody who accepts that person there as leader, President Bio, God don't choose as for me. You understand? But opposing, good. When you oppose, continue fine. They go put small, body, they give them phone, they give them everything for talk, social media, this, that. Libya, Usa would they are very difficult. But the way they give people in a Salone, the bad way, the good way, who back they discourage for going our country. And what they in Libya, we know what he would constrain. What they Arab states there, we know the sufferness what they facing. But those sufferness will all they come into one for saying our country, no place like home, is that. If you are Canada, like what they Libya, and they die Libya, and they die. So if you get money now, which are they go invest and I be country? But the way they give me country, I get money, I not get mine go do. Because all man they try for discourage people that will they out. The quote don't come also now. But any country so far, walk into one for do something. That country they go before. But Salona way na power with the oppose APC. When SLPP can power, they oppose Dande. The only thing oppose business na imbo kuna the country, bro. Yeah,
all right.
Me they join you at Libya and at Zawiya. Even while they talk to you now police then just come and Bogui now the place who they but go thank you. But the news them all they again at Salone, go down well with me. Salone people they now let law for oppose. Any government who them give that government is a good is chosen by the God. Una lot they let the able do better thing for Salone. If APC come, they make lights. Law no oppose. If SLPP come, they make road. Law no oppose. Law come into one for make Mama Salone for let it be a better nation. That president where they go, he go to the what they make go. And as Bekoma when go what him, sir? You don't go to.
Okay.
So now they stop.
All right.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you too.
Thank you very much, caller from Libya. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The phone line don't close. This is supposed to be we last caller, but Michel de Gibonia. I dey give Bonia like how this person a Bonia call like this. So make a sharp. Just call ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, Michael, I come from Philadelphia.
Yes, Michael. 4 years in office. Waiting you take.
Yes. This 4 years. It's not good for you to talk at this way also because, but it is what it is. We go call things how we see them. No more. You know, we're not happy. We're not progress. We're not see no progress. The whole time, say fighting corruption, no. This way, quality education, no. Healthcare, all things are deplorable and lapidated. Lights no day, all kind of crises, skyrocketing, everything. People in the suffer. People in the suffer. Man, we want to compare. Okay, we get some of the cohorts, the party begin there. Oh, for example, tell us say the fuel price, the expensive. They say how much with the bar now. Now American price and they compare with European price. How you tell us say see, but the money where they pay for there, for the work, the earning power not to the same. And I was not saying not to the same fuel back for all the user now. So that's not enough for the compare. I said, well, if we have to compare like that, they say, if one make comparison, don't compare the manual you buy, like then Guinea, Liberia. You know, so, you know that. I don't really know for the compare with, you know, but it's hard, man. People are really suffer. Nothing, man. No
All right.
progress,
Thank
no
you
make.
very much, caller.
Everything just with progress.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you.
much for the opportunity.
Our last caller down there. We don't give Bonia. If you self go on for ad on this one on Saturday, we're gonna be here. You will get opportunity too for make you able for rate president bill 4 years in office. Dave Ketty say Tripoli. But yeah, what's happened with the surplus electricity where the president be tell we about today? What's happened to the $7.5 million for Cameroon? What's happened to decentralization? You say Tripoli? I'll not tell you lie. Sorry. All right. 4 years in office. If Salone will not change the way I see things, 5 years in office, 1 year in office, 2 years in office, we'll come back now the same thing we go to talk. We can't they do the same thing and expect different results. The same thing no more. Eh? So what am I trying to say here? Let us do things for the love of Sierra Leone. As far as I'm concerned, right now, not alone. Lights not there. Fuel don't go up. The hardship, it Eh? I don't let me know. He left to enough for Cambridge and don't why it be so. But Salone, blackout right now, it pass mark. Sometimes we will support a political party, not like we will support Sierra Leone. But we will support with political party. A good Leona, they take some time off, Leona go salon. Now na go rakpala and rub skin this small. Because sometimes social media no can do and fine no. Because I tell you, see, inside 2022, 30 days, we light Canada, like, hey, lights don't come. 30 days. The year started well. I just give out the light. The year, it started well. Lights, no problem. Like say we are cost. Like say Saloma enjoyment. It will last but short. Some people will go salon. Say then can they say light was how they forever. Say we like the country. And now we didn't get. But it's good though. See the good side and we'll see the other side. Eh? You get well, a big. It's really unfortunate. Say imagine lights not the day, blackout. Then let's say now you get generator. For go buy fuel back no day. Then no the fuel day, it's expensive. Hi. Yeah, we do, yeah. But 4 years, me, and then there are no rights now. The party work, yes, but lights no day. The party work, yes, but fairly expensive. What thing they do for cushion and for we? Nothing. What did they do for cushion? The one day where they cut cable. You think say na the pie do? Now na area back. The area where they cut and they suffer back. Okay, bro. No left here na 4 years. We hope and pray say term go come where parliamentarian go represent the people rather than the political party. We term go come where we all go able for speak up when we are not happy. We able for come on and say we not glad this is not correct. The hardship is too much. We hope for the intending day. Yeah, but for now, you know day. Go there back tomorrow. If you want to add something for this Saturday. Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple C. Tata.